That happiness you talked about then. Parxi, when asked about your literary preferences, I hear you like to say that as a baby, you probably came from Marrakesh rather than Paris, all right? Any idea of where this taste for the Arab world came from? I've got my intuition here that it may have come from your work as a translator. I don't know, did you sort of fall in love with those worlds, distant worlds you came across in your translations? Or maybe you actually went out looking for them and thought, okay, I need to find out more about them and therefore I'm going to translate their literature. Anything to do with this?
En la Edad Media, en la escuela de traducción de Toledo o incluso de Bagdad, sentían la curiosidad por los otros, de forma que, por ejemplo, al filósofo persa Avicena lo traducían entre dos traductores. En la misma habitación estaba Ibn Daud, lo traducía del árabe al castellano en voz alta, y Dominicus Gondisalvi, el judío, lo traducía del castellano al latín. Y Alain de Libera, un erudito, un arabista, dice que hemos perdido aquella época, hemos perdido el interés por el otro, en este caso por el mundo musulmán, y eso es lo que nos aporta la traducción, el espíritu de la traducción. Yo creo que en primer lugar soy lector, ese es mi gran privilegio, acompañado de poder ser traductor, haber tenido la suerte de traducir a Naguib Mahfouz, El Callejón de los Milagros, Las Noches de las Mil y Una Noches, o Abdel Ataya, un escritor marroquí que vive en París. Y para mí ha sido, como dice Fátima Mersini, abrir ventanas. Ella nació en un harem, en Marruecos, y para ella estudiar una lengua era abrir una ventana. Para mí, mi primera novela, mi primer proyecto ilusionante, pero bastante frustrado, que fue Jesús Marieta José, con 20 años vine a Alemania porque quería conocer la ciudad donde vivió Heinrich Böll, Opiniones de un payaso. Así es como vine a Alemania pensando que una protagonista iba a ser de Colonia, y hice un segundo viaje a Marruecos. En Alemania me sentí, a pesar de las dificultades lingüísticas, más o menos como en casa. Sin embargo, en Marruecos sí que sentí algo diferente, y creo que a partir de entonces se han abierto nuevas ventanas para mí.
Irati, it seems to me that you both, as writers, feel some kind of have a special view of genres, or are worried about genres in some way. It doesn't seem to us as though your writings are the average novel, long or short stories, etc. Would you say this is some kind of stylistic choice you've made? Or do you think it could be put down to some kind of trend in current Basque literature?
I think in my case, I very rarely think about what I do before I do so. Author John Irving used to say that he never cried when he killed a character, or didn't feel any emotion at all, because he knew before writing that he or she was going to die. And I thought, oh, I never know what's going to happen at the end, how everything is going to wrap up. I need the process of writing to know so. So it's a very unconscious method for me. I never think I'm going to write this short story with illustrations, this long novel that has this weird structure. So it's difficult to me to talk about my own writing. But I think that maybe I felt the freedom to do all these different things because Basque literature allows you that freedom. We are a very small literature, so that is a burden if you want to be a professional, if you want to get a living out of it. But also, no one makes a lot of profit from it. So that gives you the freedom to, as a writer, maybe to explore it, to play with it. It's so small, you can take it very seriously. And as I've said before, that's kind of important to me.